This is part 2 of painting the sprue goo war dogs. All the steps of how I got here is in the part 1 video. So after doing all that, I hit it with some Berserker Blood Shade just to tone it down a little bit. And then after that, we're going to darken down even more with Recklin Flesh Shade. So I stuttered so bad. Recklin Flesh Shade is what I meant to say. But we got to wait for the most boring part, and that is waiting for this to dry. And only those parts are drying, even behind them, so I can work on this still. So I'm going to get a head start on highlighting. And touch-ups. Touch-ups need to happen. So I highlighted him and did some touch-ups. I think the highlighting came out well. We don't talk about the left shoulder pad. And that's what it looks like all dried up. Still going to get it darker, still going to make it look more weird, and then we got to work on the face after that. And I'm going to test something new. I'm going to use all these holes, and I'm going to use this goo. I'm going to use that as toxic goo spewing from the inside, because the inside, I like to think, is a huge pulsing brain. Yeah. So this might look really good or really bad, so it can't hurt to try it. So after putting Aggress Earthshade on there, it is looking more grimdark than it was, but still we're missing out on blood and lighting this up whenever it gets all done. So now we gotta wait for the most boring part and let this all dry. Then after it's done drying, normally what I do on what I did to that guy is that I put Screamer Pink on him, because all the Screamer Pink got dimmed down, and that kind of gives it more of like a real fleshy look to it. Then after that, I put a thin layer of Blood for the Blood God over that, so it gives it that shimmery effect. Like shiny, like it's alive, like it's there. But yeah, by the way, that's a bird coming out of the top of his head. It's very hard to see. When I paint it, it should be easier to see. So I lightly just put some Screamer Pink all around the edges, which it's hard for you guys to see, but to me it really pops. And then I worked on the face, tried to make it look all murky and stuff, and it looks pretty good. Now it's time for my favorite part, the blood. Blood for the Blood God and Cron Red. This is where I tend to get carried away, so let's see how it goes. So, just so you know, if you don't know what Blood for the Blood God is, it leaves like a really realistic bloody color to it. So it is dried, it's just shiny because it's a technical. So did I go too crazy with the gore? I mean the blood, but I think I did a really good job on that face right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's crying blood. That is peak. And I'm running out of time again. I hate to do this, but there has to be a part 3. Part 3 is going to be short though. Make sure you leave a like and don't forget to wash your brushes.